Nigel, it's good to see you, as I say, right in at the deep end again.
Yeah. It's amazing how football opportunities tend to take you a little bit by surprise. So one of the most important things for me, I suppose, really, especially at my stage of the career, is to have something that really stimulates me. And I think this opportunity came when I least expected it, and it felt like a really good thing to take on. So there's no breaking in period, so to speak. It's from being somebody who's been at home for 7 months or so, and of those, a lot of that time was, I suffered with some poor health, which was a bit of an eye opener. But good to be back now. So I'm really thrown in at the deep end, so to speak. But it's a really good football club, and I've inherited some very good staff too.
Well, good to see that you are fit and firing, but you joined a team which had just lost 6 on the bounce.
Yeah.
You've managed to pick up 2 wins straight away. What were the first key messages that you shared with the group to have this instant turnaround, which we've seen from you before in other jobs as well?
Yeah, and I'm wary of being pigeonholed, really. I don't really think that's necessarily what it's about. For me, it's about getting some sort of clarity of message, and to do that, I think you've got to simplify in terms of certainly the messages purely on a footballing sense, but it's really about trying to come to grips with what the culture is like straight away, and also to prioritize. I think. All right. So yes, I'm somebody who goes in a place with my eyes open. I like to listen to people, I like to observe how things are going on. But we don't really have time or I don't have the luxury of being able to come in there and take forever to make decisions. So I think the 2 things run side by side. It's having if you like, a light touch in certain areas, but a sensitivity to what the feelings are around the place. But in terms of what the players need, it's direction and a bit of clarity of message. And to do that, I think is very, very important, because I suppose it's like most things, you get one chance for a first impression. And if that's not right, or if it's not appropriate to the needs of the situation, I think it becomes increasingly difficult. So, the players have responded well. It's never easy to go into somewhere where the change that's occurred is probably something that was not expected. I mean, this is a club with quite a bit of stability, and has had. What I mean by that is, on the business model is very, very stable. And they like to give their head coaches time and give them lots of support. So when Dean was sacked, I think it was a really tough decision for them to make, bearing in mind that he'd been assistant prior to that. It's quite a big step. And all right, we're talking on Zoom today. When you can't actually interview people face to face and get a real feel about what they're about as well, I think the potential for change to be disruptive and maybe make people feel quite vulnerable is a very real threat. And so I feel anyway that you have to have an understanding of what it looks like for other people, and so those sorts of skills are very, very important, I think, when you go in and try and have a positive effect, because that's what it's about. It's not for me to come in and change everything because I want things doing my way. I don't work like that anyway. So it's more about trying to shape what's already here, and communication is absolutely critical to